I am addicted to eating dirt. It tastes like heaven to me.
I think it's absolutely disgusting.
No more eating dirt around the apartments where we work.
Could be parasites and worms, pesticides, other contaminants.
If I ever were to lose you to this, it would crush me.
I'm addicted to my fingernails and my toenails. They're just sexy and sassy. The big toe is like 4 inches. Those toenails, ugh. I will fiercely protect them at all costs. I'm too afraid you're gonna step on my toe.
That could lead to a possible amputation of her toe and or limb.
You gotta consider popping them off. Bottom line, I'm not cutting my toenails.
My name is Christy. I'm 40 years old. I live in Vancouver, Washington, and I am addicted to eating dirt. Dirt tastes like heaven to me. I could not imagine my life without dirt. Thank goodness for me, dirt is everywhere.
Christy's addiction to dirt began over 30 years ago as a child.
I've always enjoyed the smell of dirt. I don't know if it reminds me of home, if it reminds me of a certain day, but it just makes me happy.
Then one day, Christy took her obsession a step further.
When I tried it, all the good feelings I get when I smell it, I actually got that feeling. I eat dirt all day long. If I'm at my desk, I usually will have the dirt with me. If I'm in my car, if I go shopping, I will have some in my purse. I eat dirt when I'm watching TV. I have my little shot glasses and take it.
I think it's absolutely disgusting. It's something that's meant to stay on the earth, not go into your body.
It just feels cold and moist and soft. Some of it tastes like ash, and if I'm unlucky, some of it tastes like moss or mildew. The best part of the dirt is the white rocks. I really like the bigger ones because they're not as crunchy as the littler white rocks. I'm afraid I'll break my teeth if I get the wrong one.
Christy digs for dirt in any flower pot, garden, or yard she can find. Her favorite place is in the apartment complex she manages with her fiancé.
I will kind of just act like I'm looking for trash or picking up cigarette butts because I don't want anybody to look at me and be suspicious.
What Christy does is unprofessional. A tenant might complain, and that could jeopardize our job.
But backyards and flower pots aren't the only place Christy stocks up on dirt. She also feeds her addiction at the local nursery.
So I find something like this that is particularly appealing to me. Tastes very good. These ones aren't as flavorful looking to me. There's a lot of leaves and bark and stuff in it. This one I probably wouldn't get because it has just a lot more seaweed and not too much fertilizers. This one, lucky enough for me, actually has a little hole in it, so I could taste test.
If she died from eating dirt, that would crush me, honestly.
Some people enjoy drinking, some people enjoy smoking. I just happen to enjoy eating dirt, and I don't want to quit.
My name is Ayana. I am 54 years old, and I'm addicted to my nails. Last season, Miss Jazz may have had long fingernails.
My nails, they are a girl best friend, very precious to the heart.
But Jazz has nothing on me. I have long fingernails and toenails. They're just sexy and sassy. I am considered a long nail goddess.
Ayana's addiction started with her fingernails when she was 24. But eventually, those weren't enough to satisfy her obsession. So 5 years ago, Ayana began growing her toenails.
My toenails are my babies. If I break a toenail, it's like a limb missing. I will fiercely protect them at all costs.
The toenails, ugh, that's not normal to see in society.
The big toe is like 4 inches, and the little toes about almost 2 inches long. People are shocked when they see me, but I don't worry about them. I love it, and that's all that matters.
But the extreme length of Ayana's toenails makes day-to-day activities close to impossible.
I have to be very careful, no rushing, so I must walk like a little penguin on my heels. So when I go up the stairs, I have to walk sideways. I can't sleep too much on my back because of the cover. It feels like a brick is sitting on top of my toenail. I can't run and play ball with my grandkids. When I'm dressing, it is a little challenging. I can't wear clothes and shoes. I can't wear socks. I have to wear my flip-flops year-round. I have tennis shoes that I wear, but I have to cut them out to wear them. And what I do is I take the scissors and I cut the toes out of them. See?
But Ayana isn't the only person inconvenienced by her toenails.
She's very demanding sometimes.
Y'all come massage my foot.
I help her open doors, walk downstairs.
We become bodyguards all of a sudden. We gotta make sure they don't step on her toenails.
Ayana gets a pedicure up to twice a week. One visit to the nail salon costs almost $100. And she doesn't let just anyone touch her precious babies.
I only touch my toenails and my manicurist touches my toenails. No one else touches them. No.
Recently, Ayana's addiction also turned into a health hazard when she was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes.
It's always a concern for me because her nails do limit her in certain exercises that will definitely benefit her health when it comes to fighting diabetes.
Not even diabetes can stop me from growing my toenails. They are 50% of who I am. I will absolutely not cut them.
Coming up, Ayana and her toenails go bowling.
Ayana ended up really walking like an entertainer would if they were in a clown suit.
54-year-old Ayana has over 15 feet of fingernails and toenails. She loves them like they're her children, but her friends worry about how her inability to exercise affects her diabetes. Today, they want to show Ayana how her toenails interfere with her life and convince her to cut them.
She got them nails and she can't bowl with them nails. It's not gonna be easy at all.
The first challenge, fitting Ayana's babies into bowling shoes.
Hey, I have your new boats, 14s. Well, let's just see how this is gonna go. Wow. What do you think?
You need a 14?
You're pushing that.
Okay.
You're forcing it.
You need a 14?
You're forcing it. Wait a minute. This is not going to work. I feel like a stuffed potato.
Okay, how about this idea? We're gonna use a string and then tie them around like they were sandals.
Yeah.
Instead of your feet. It looked like she got a tourniquet for a tennis shoe.
Yeah, it looked kind of strange. I had never seen anything like that before in my life.
I think I'm good.
Ayana ended up really walking like an entertainer would if they were in a clown suit. There you go.
Oh, but
That's the gutter.
Okay.
Definitely a go.
I did it again. That hurt my nail a little
Did
bit.
it once, you.
Oh, go Vincent. Ooh, strike. Not quite. There it is. There it is. Oh. Okay, I'm going again. I tried with the ball. Of course, I looked a little funny, a little awkward. But
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I did roll the ball. God dog it.
You're unable to bowl. You gotta consider maybe if you want to have some fun like this, popping them off, flipping them off, cutting them off.
What you mean pop? They know they can say whatever they want to say, and then I just knock it off my shoulders and keep going. Bottom line, I'm not cutting my toenails.
"40-year-old Christy has eaten nearly 2 pounds of dirt a day for 30 years. Her favorite area to collect her supply is around the apartment complex she manages with her fiancé.
I'll be in the office and then I'll see Christy going around through the gardens, picking up dirt. I'm worried that it might jeopardize our job and get us fired. You got to stop this around the complex.
I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not stealing or anything.
Well, you're right outside the tenant's window, and that's their garden. People might complain.
Well, what do you want me to do about it?
No more eating dirt around the apartments where we work. I think she knows she has a problem, and being around the apartment complex, it's important that she not get caught. It could jeopardize our job, and we wouldn't have any place to live. What do you love more, your job or eating dirt?
Of course I love my job, but I also like eating dirt. I don't think the two, should clash.
They are clashing, and they could possibly lead us into not having a job.
He did make me a little worried because if we do lose our job, then we lose our home, and I would not want us to lose everything, but I don't know how to stop it. People are addicted to many different things. Mine just happens to be dirt.
Coming up, can a friend show Ayana her toenails are dangerous?
I'm too afraid you're gonna step on my toe.
And Christy has a breakdown.
I wouldn't want anybody to feel that way.
"54-year-old Ayana has over 15 inches of toenails and considers them her babies. But Ayana has diabetes, and her extreme toenails prevent her from getting the exercise she needs to stay healthy.
But her being active really keeps her further and further away from that real threat of diabetes. If she does clip her toenails, then she'll be able to do a lot more.
Today, Vincent is taking Ayana to a dance class to prove his point and convince her to cut her toenails.
I'd like for you now to try to get into closed position. So, 5, 6, ready, and 1, 2, 3.
God, don't step on my foot, Vincent.
5, 6, 7.
Get a little close, get a little too close.
1, 2, 3, and...
Too afraid you're gonna step on my toe.
And 5, 6.
Wait a minute, he got too close to me. Oh my God. It's a huge concern of mine that someone will step on my feet. I have had some bad experiences. I don't want that to happen.
Okay. Now, what we're going to do is on the balls of our feet, we're going to spin 180 to face the back wall.
I don't think that's going to work because I'm going to hit my toe right there. See how close it is with the flip?
Yeah, I think we've reached our limit. So I'm going to just step in here.
I felt a little awkward. You just feel like a little lonely child that nobody wants to play with you.
Did you enjoy the dance session?
I enjoy it. Just worry about my toenails.
Imagine you being able to move around more freely without the fear of you breaking a toenail, and how much more healthier you can become. There'll be an A+ for you fighting your diabetes.
How are you gonna tell me to just cut my toenail? They're like a limb on my body.
I just don't think your health is worth that sacrifice. Would you consider at least going to a foot doctor to see if everything's okay?
I don't think I would close my mind to that idea. I considered maybe cutting them down a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. It does cross my mind, but it's kind of hard to part with them. They're part of me.
40-year-old Christy has been addicted to eating dirt for 30 years and consumes over 13 pounds a week. But Christy's cousin Sierra is worried her addiction is damaging her health and wants Christy to get help.
Christy is my cousin, but I look up to her as a mother. She's always helped me out in my life, and right now I feel like it's my turn to return the favor for her and help her out. So the reason that I brought you here today was I wanted to talk to you about eating dirt.
Okay.
It kind of really concerns me, just that I don't know how bad it is for you. I mean, is it like something that you do a lot?
Yeah, it's all day.
Wow. Do you think it's bad for you?
I don't know if it's bad for me. I've never been sick from it.
You could get sick from it, though. I mean, some of those things on there, I don't even know if they're like supposed to be consumed by humans. Earthworm castings, kelp meal, oyster shell, and dolomite limes. That's disgusting. I feel like it's bad for her kidneys and her liver because everything filters through, but I definitely don't think that she sees it as serious as other people. If I ever were to lose you to this, it would crush me. I don't look at you as my cousin, you're my mom. And without you, I don't know what I would do.
I wouldn't want anybody to feel that way. I would never want to hurt anybody, you know? I'm not doing it to hurt anybody.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Have you considered seeing a doctor or anything?
You know, I wouldn't want anything to happen and me neglect or ignore it. So, yeah, I will consider seeing a doctor. I never thought that my eating dirt would hurt anybody. I feel very sad that I have people worried about me. I will go see a doctor, and if it is harming me, I will find a way to stop doing this.
Coming up, will Ayana choose her health or her toenails?
That can become infected and lead to possible amputation.
40-year-old Christy has eaten more than 10,000 pounds of dirt over the last 30 years. But her family is concerned she's damaging her health and begged Christy to see a doctor.
Can you let me know what's been happening, what you wanted to come in and talk about today?
Well, I have a long history of eating dirt.
Like any kind of dirt?
I kind of like it to be, I call it clean dirt. Stuff.
Now, how do you know it's clean? Or how much you try to make sure that everything is safe, it isn't. I mean, that dirt, that soil has the huge potential for being contaminated with lots of bacteria. It could be parasites and worms and pesticides, other contaminants.
Yeah, I mean, in my mind, I always thought, well, you're taking a chance going to a fast food restaurant that there's, you know, organisms in that food.
Let's run a few tests, and then we'll kind of see where we are from there, okay?
Okay.
All right. The lies that happen in our brains when an addiction is going on are incredibly powerful. She hadn't allowed herself to believe that this was a serious condition. All right, so some of the lab tests that we ran, good news, your blood count right now is okay. There's no sign of severe infection. But I'd really plead with you not to push your luck. The serious health risks go all the way from the irritating to the potentially fatal.
It does worry me. I don't want something to happen to, well, anything on me. This was my first step, and I will follow through. I don't want to hurt anybody, especially myself. Although I thought I was trying to be safe, I guess it comes down to it's not clean. And there's a lot of different things in there, and so it does scare me. I am making a promise to do my best not to eat dirt.
"54-year-old Ayana is addicted to her overgrown toenails. She is so protective of them that her godson Kuwait acts as her bodyguard wherever she goes, so no one steps on her toes. But her family is worried that Ayana's addiction is affecting her health and convinced her to consult a podiatrist.
So, have you had any particular problems with your feet in relation to the nails?
I do have some kind of pain in my heel.
Okay. What type of shoes do you wear most of the time?
Most of the time I wear flip-flops.
Okay. Do you have any other medical problems?
Yes, well, I've just been newly diagnosed with diabetes.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Has anyone discussed with you how diabetes affects your feet?
No.
Diabetes can cause you to have symptoms of numbness where you can lose sensation. So you may not realize it, but if you were to get a wound on your foot, then that can become infected and lead to possible amputation. When she mentioned she had diabetes, that made it much more of a concern to me. If a patient is unable to feel and something becomes embedded in their foot, that could lead to a possible amputation of her toe and or limb. So it's really important for you not to go barefoot, even at home. With you wearing flip-flops and sandals all the time, that's really not safe, especially with the diabetes.
Okay, doctor.
Well, what I will need to do next is examine your feet. You have a little bit of a yellowish discoloration in your nails, as well as you have certain areas on the side with peeling of your skin, which is most often fungal infection. My recommendation would be let me trim your nails.
I respect your professional opinion, I really do, but absolutely not, doctor. I'm a little disappointed because I think they're in good shape. Even though she said I have fungus, I take care of my feet, and as long as I'm taking care of them, then I'm going to be okay. My nails are who I am. Without them, I am nobody. They make me feel attractive. They make me feel sexy. I feel like a feline sometime, and yes, I'm all that and more with my toenails. I would feel naked without them. So I would absolutely not cut them. No way.